in our history where we're at today, because people voted in their hundreds of thousands, marched to the ballot stations, came out in huge numbers never seen before, and gave a resounding vote of confidence to Fine Gael and to other political parties in their different measures. But more so than who they voted for change, because each of the political parties argued on a platform of change. And what I feel is probably one of the most disappointing things that we're going to see in the next period of time is that hope. That hope is going to be snatched away from them. And as bad as the dark period of under the Fianna Fáil government and Green Party government is, where we had a programme of austerity measures that impacted on the real lives of every person, when the vision of hope is dangled in front of your eyes, when people see that there's a way out of that, but yet to be snatched just away within a couple of hours in the formation of a programme for government, that is worse, in my view, from what has gone on in the past. And that is what we're seeing. And we haven't heard so far, we haven't heard very much of a famous catchphrase that was used throughout the election campaign, but I'll say it here today. The 5-point plan. Point 1, 100,000 jobs, €7 billion stimulus package. Does not appear in the programme for government. Does not appear in the programme for government. Does not appear in the programme for government. And it is very clear in the week that was spent discussing the programme for government by the incoming Taoiseach, and this is why I believe that the Taoiseach does not deserve the support of this House today. It is very clear that during those negotiations they were more concerned about how they would give a position of finance to the Labour Party instead of how they would create the 100,000 jobs. We have no details in terms of the biggest issue that faces this country to get our country back to work, but yet there is no lack of detail. There is no lack of detail and indeed timeframes as to how many people this government will sack. There is no lack of detail on where they will spend taxpayers' money, putting water meters into every single house so they can fleece the Irish people more. And there is no lack of detail how the bondholders, the gamblers, who are unguaranteed by this state, will get paid back. It is for those reasons that I believe that the nominee for Taoiseach does not deserve the support of this House here today.